You're welcome to my YouTube channel once again. I'm Matwa Benard, a teacher of ICT. So today we are going to talk about the element of constructors for lower curriculum, that is from senior 1 to senior 4. Before I go any further, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You like, follow, and also share so that other people can get these resourceful informations. So I'm going to talk about the element of construct that is for paper 1 and paper 2 ICT, that is 840/1 and 840/2. So let me begin by bringing some overview about what a construct means. A construct, let me first relate to the layman's language or usual understanding. A construct simply means building something. So in the educational view, when you talk about element of construct, this simply means a strategy or a way of testing learners on what they learned throughout their educational life. In other words, what they learned from senior 1 to senior 4. That's what we call the element of construct. And the elements or the element of construct is generated from the themes that are taught. So for this case, we are going to talk about the one for O level, and in O level we have 3 elements of construct. So before I finish up to going into it, the element of construct is basically well equated for senior 4, because with the senior 4, a learner is expected to have covered everything that is meant to be covered from senior 1 to senior 4 itself. So that one cannot be equated to senior 1, senior 2, senior 3 student. For that, that is a UNEB standard, the element of construct, whereby it is used as a tool to assess learners. So the reason as to why we talk about the element of construct is to now equip the learners with the general knowledge of what they are meant to have covered and what they are meant to write about when that time of UNEB comes. So let me share my screen, and this is something here. So guidance on writing. Let me begin with this. So ICT has 5 numbers that is in paper 1. Let me begin by paper 1. I show it here. ICT has 5 numbers, that is from number 1 to number 5, of which a learner or a student is supposed to attempt only 3 questions. And on addition to that, the paper has 2 sections, in other words, section A and section B. So section B has 2 parts, section B part 1 and section B part 2. And just to still talk about the section A, section A is a compulsory question, as we are going to see what are some of the things that are said in section A. And the section B, it being having 2 sections, part A and part B, we are going to also see what is meant to be covered in part 1 and part B of generally section B. And as for paper 2, paper 2 is generally a practical question. It has 2 questions, of which all the questions are compulsory. So section A, actually item 1, usually requires a student to use more than 1 application program to obtain the required results. And also item 2 is usually about the publication or the publishing software, whereby a learner is expected to use the desktop publishing software or the web design, the website. In other words, it depends on the question that is set. So let's begin with the paper one, then as we continue. So element of construct in paper one, we have only 3, and that one, the first one, and it's usually in item 1. The learner is supposed to appreciate and manage the computer system. And from that element of construct 1, the questions are usually coming from the following topics. That is topic 1, introduction to ICT, whereby a learner is supposed to explain the concepts of ICT and related terminologies. The learner is supposed to also talk about the tools and their uses in various fields. A learner is also supposed to show the various uses of ICT tools. Also, the learner is supposed to appreciate the safety precautions of different ICT tools. In other words, how to take care of those ICT tools maintenance. And also we have topic 2 still is about the computer hardware and the system setup. In other words, the learner is supposed to know the physical devices of a computer system and how each operates. I've made that video. I will publish it possibly after this one. After 2 videos, then I'll publish it. Then a learner is supposed to also know how to assemble the computer system. Still, I have that video. Safely starts and shut down a computer. I made that video. It's so resourceful. You will watch it and you follow everything. And also a learner is supposed to tell us the different uses of computer peripherals. And still in the first element of construct, we have this aspect of word processing too. And the word processing too, that's a topic that is taught in senior. Word processing 2 is in senior 3, term 1. So a learner is supposed to explain the effects, in other words, the various advanced tools of the word processor and also its features. And in addition to that, we have topic 10. This simply means topic, whereby a learner is supposed to also explain the various advanced tools and features of the spreadsheet, that is the use of Excel. So that was the first element of construct, whereby the learner is supposed to appreciate and manages the computer system. And we have talked about the topic 1, which is introduction to ICT, topic 2, computer hardware and system setup, and the topic 9, word processing 2, that is in senior 3, and also topic 10, word processing spreadsheet 2, database management system, that is a senior 3 topic. And the learner is supposed to explain the concept of databases and generally how to make the forms, queries, reports, those ones. And in topic 12, that is it. Topic 15, that is the basic software management, that is handled in senior 4. Yeah, senior 4, basic software management, senior 4, term 2. So here, where a learner is supposed to explain the various categories of the software. We have 2 types of the software: application software and system software, of which application software further divides itself into 2, whereby we have the customized software and off-the-shelf software, and they continuously keep on splitting. We shall handle that. So the learner is supposed to describe the functions of the software on a computer. And also a learner is supposed to show us how to install and uninstall various categories of software in a computer system. Uninstalling simply means removing a software. Installing simply means putting in a software in the computer. Topic 16, whereby we have system and data security. That is also in Senior 4, Term 3, whereby the learner is supposed to describe the ethical practices while using the ICT tools. So, generally, we have talked about element of concept whereby the learner appreciates and manages the computer system, and we have 3 topics which are there. That is database management system, basic software management, and the system and data security. So we go to the element of constructive. So as for it, a learner appreciates the ICT safety and proper management of EOS. EOS is a topic handled in Senior 4, Term 1. That is after Senior 4, EOS. Not this one. EOS. Yes, EOS is handled in Senior 4, Term 1. Immediately after the first topic in Senior 4, that is web design, we go to EOS. So here we have topic 8, that is we talk about the health and safety, whereby we talk about we identify the problem that a learner faces when he or she or any other individual faces when he overuses the ICT tools. You tell us the cause and the solutions. So after that, we have the electronic waste management, that is generally e-waste. About the management of the e-waste, the meaning of e-waste itself, the parties involved in e-waste, like the community, the government, the manufacturers, the consumers, producers, how they manage e-waste. And we also have system and data security. System and data security, that is in Senior 4, Term 3. Whereby a learner explains the concept of computer security, secures computer system against attacks. And finally, we have information access and sharing, whereby we expect here a learner to explain the safety practices while using the internet. From there, we go to the last element of construct, that is element of construct 3, whereby we say that a learner is supposed to show us how to access, store, and share information using ICTs. So from here, what we look on majorly topic 3, that is file and folder management, and others uses of different types of storage media to create and save or transfer files, and also how to convert memory units. Then we also have topic 7, from information access and sharing, whereby the learner uses online and offline platforms to source informations. Then he uses various ICT tools to share information. That one is the easy one, how to easily access informations. From there, we have electronic publication, use of the desktop publishing software, of which a learner is supposed to tell us the different features, the different tools that someone uses while using the electronic publication. And also, the last one is web design. This one is generally how to create a website and the features that are meant to be put there when you are designing the website. So that is generally the element of construct for paper 1. Then we go to the element of construct for paper 2. So paper 2 has two, let me see, yeah. Paper 2 has also its element of construct, whereby the first one, uh, the learner manipulates data using different application programs. Remember telling you in item 1, a learner is supposed to use more than 2 application programs to come up with a desired result. Like it can be word processing using Microsoft Word, the spreadsheet, the use of Excel, the use of PowerPoint presentation. So the learner is supposed to use all of those, and even a database that is using Access. So the first topic that we handle there, use of word processing 1, whereby learner is supposed to know the interface of a word processor and how to use also the word processing software, of which we talk about how to create, how to edit, how to format, and finally how to print a document. We see, can you present a soft copy, and also can you present a hard copy. Another one, we have topic 5, that is the spreadsheet 1, whereby a learner is supposed to also use a spreadsheet to manipulate data to come up with a soft copy and also print it as a hard copy. And in addition to that, we also have the presentations, that is the PowerPoint. The learner is supposed to know the different functions and tools that one is supposed to use to come up with the interactive presentations, of which can be delivered to the audience. And from that also, a learner coming up with the 2 formats, one soft copy and another one hard copy. Then we go to topic 9, also word processing 2, that is covered in senior 3, term 1, I think. Yeah, senior 3. It is in senior 3, yeah, term 1. So a learner is supposed to tell us still the features of the word processing. Now this one is advanced, and also this spreadsheet too. Then finally we go to topic 12, that is database management system, that is covered in senior 3, that is covered in senior 3, term 3, database management system. So we go to the second element of construct in paper 2, that is that one uses, a learner is supposed to use publishing software to design, produce, and publish publications and the website. So for this case, we have 2 questions, of which they are usually compulsory, using use of electronic publications and the website. For the electronic publications, that is topic 11, a learner is supposed to use the publishing application features to prepare publication. It can be a book cover, a brochure, a flyer, to come up, to use the publishing software very well to come up with that feature. And the last one is topic 13, web design. Now a learner is supposed to know how to create a website, either using codes or using these softwares like Expression Web, Dreamweaver. So learner is supposed to understand those things. So briefly, those are the elements of construct for ICT paper 1 and paper 2. Yeah, so just to talk about something in the paper 1, No, before I go into it, uh, any questions that is in the practicals. When we talk about an offline publication, a learner is supposed to automatically know that you are supposed to use the publishing, that is now desktop publishing software, that is offline publication. But when you see online publication, that is a website. Like for example, in a UNEB that was done just this year, item 2, like I might not read the tasks, the scenario, but the task is design and produce an offline document that will clearly communicate to members of the community about the workshop. Offline, that is the use of the publication, desktop publishing software, that is having a file extension PUB. But if it was online, it could be a web site. So if I'm to also go back to say something about paper one, as we've seen the topics that is meant to cover, paper one is usually, if I'm to roughly talk about the question approach, we usually identify the ICT tool, its use and function, and how to maintain it. In other words, the maintenance part. And yeah, those are generally what we see in item 1. And it's, as we've seen, the topics that are there: introduction to ICT, computer hardware, and startups. So those ones are the ones. And in part B, section B, we usually have questions or scenarios more commonly about e-waste. About e-waste management, whereby we talk about the stakeholders, what they are meant to do to solve the problem of e-waste. So those ones, and also in addition to that, about healthy precautions while using ICT. As for health precautions while using ICT, we talk about identifying the problem. After identifying the problem, like waist pain, headache, you've identified the problem, you tell us the cause. Like for example, it can be like poor sitting posture, and also the solution. So we examine those 3 things: identify the problem, tell us the cause, and also the solution. And when we are to go further in section B, part 2, what you're supposed to know, those questions are procedure. In other words, about the information access and sharing, how you send something to someone. You are supposed to tell us procedure from this step, you go to this step, you go to this step, you go to this step, up to the last step whereby something is sent to someone. And on that, we have also marks there for the logical flow of your information. So briefly, that's what I can say about the element of construct. Please like, share, comment, and also forward it to other people. Thanks for watching.